Have you ever applied for like a credit card or a loan or a line of credit, but you didn't get the automated approval? Maybe you're being told, oh, we'll let you know what happens in a few days, or you get that dreaded letter in the mail that says you're denied. Has a lender or banker ever told you what the lending criteria is before you apply? Wouldn't you like to know that ahead of time, what the approval criteria is so you know you are approval ready? Well, in step 1, we decode the secret criteria so you know exactly what you must meet to get approved when we're helping you build your business credit. We've identified 125 fundability factors, the secret sauce to getting automated approvals and avoiding red flags that trigger denials. You see, lenders have a secret set of criteria for approval. They review reports and they pull detailed information about you and your business that you're unaware of, and they're basing their decisions off this information. See, your fundability profile determines how likely you are to get approved or not, the rates and the terms you should qualify for, and how much you should apply for to increase your chance of approval. So what I mean by that, if your fundability profile says that you're approval ready for $50,000, and you go in and apply for $100,000, that banker is not going to come back and say, hey, we couldn't get you that 100, but we can get you 50, because they're thinking, oh, well, if they apply for $100,000, then $50,000 probably isn't going to help them, and they're just going to deny you. You see, we know that the lenders' computers are making immediate automated decisions based on your fundability profile. So we want to get you set up to avoid that dreaded letter we've probably all seen in the mail saying denied. Here's a graph where we break down the fundability factors into 4 main sections, and then we show the subsections that's being looked at as well. You see, fundability is complicated and nobody talks about this. Fundability is your ability to get approved for financing when you want it, your ability to get money you need when you need it. We are the only service that will help you get capital by improving your fundability profile, building your business credit, and getting you access to financing in one place. Do you know the number one reason that loan applications get denied? The statistics show that over 50% of loan applications get denied, surprisingly not because the business didn't qualify, but because the lender found mismatched information on the business. But to the lender, this raises red flags regarding possible fraud. You just think about how much fraud they deal with in the banking system, and it's overwhelming. Lenders look to make sure your business is real, legitimate, and trustworthy. And one of the ways they do this is by verifying all your business records match and that all the information is uniform. You see, we can help do a credibility check before you apply to any lenders to make sure all of your business information is uniform. So maybe you're thinking, well, what about my credit score, right? Yeah, credit score is definitely a big part of it, but you can have this shiny 750 to 845 credit score, but if you don't get past first the 125 fundability factors, they're not even going to look at your credit. So the fact that over the applications get denied, again, not because you didn't qualify, because it could possibly be fraud, is just mind-blowing. So just imagine getting all the docs together that the lender requests from you: the completed application, the bank statements, tax returns, P&L reports, and whatever else they ask of you. And then after you get everything together, you submit it, and then you get denied. But not because you didn't qualify, but because your name didn't match on the application exactly with what you have listed on Secretary of State. But that's the reality, and that's what fundability is. Let me just show you a quick example of where these mistakes come in on an application. So this is just a basic, simple application, but here's all the areas that can get mismatched information: business name, address, the location, the website, the phone number. So this can be an innocent mistake by the business owner and just an oversight, because most of the time as a business owner, we all start by using our home address most of the time. And maybe later on we get a brick and mortar store, maybe a shop, and maybe a professional business office, and then we start using that professional address moving forward, but we never go back to update Secretary of State because that's our home address. It's a safe address. I don't need to change that, right? Wrong. Because when a lender or financial institution goes to do their credibility check on you, they see two different addresses. That's an incongruency. So to ensure that everything is congruent, we make sure not to raise any red flags on the application, and we do a maintenance compliance check on your profile for you. Again, when we're helping you build your business credit. So to combat fraud, they search your business in all kinds of places like Google, Yelp, Bing, Yahoo, and their own internal directories as well. Of course, many other places also. Just think of it like this. They're taking information off your application. Then they go do some research online. The computers do a systems check to check to see if they can find information that you're putting on your application, and if they can find your business on Secretary of State, and your business name is misspelled, or if they go to your website and the address on your website is different than on the address you put on your application. Or maybe they go to Yelp and they see a different phone number for your business than what's on your website. These all incongruencies automatically trigger the system to throw up red flags. Another big red flag we see is when submitting bank statements to a lender, the address, the name of the business doesn't match what's on Secretary of State. Like I said, it could be a simple oversight by the business owner, but these kinds of mistakes are the ones that can cost you the capital you need to grow your business. See, lenders are very cautious and they err the side of being conservative to protect their investors' money. So let's say you filed an application with lender A, then you also apply with lender B or even lender C. Do you think that lender B would know exactly what you submitted to lender A, or if the information matched or not? And then lender C, would they know what you submitted to lender A or B? Well, here's another thing to know. The Small Business Finance Exchange, it's a third-party data advocate, which means the organization exists only for the purpose of gathering and distributing data and information. And this has everything to do with what you do in a bank. So let me show you. So, Small Business Finance Exchange right here. Big data for small businesses. So, largest U.S. business card issuers contribute data to the SBFE. This is just some of the detailed information, but down here you can see some of the big dogs that are in here. You have ACE, American Express, Anchor, Bank of America, BB&T, Capital One, PNC, Wells Fargo. So this is just a small portion of who's part of this secret data gathering source. But this is the way that they can see maybe someone's hopping from bank to bank, submitting all this information, whether it's legit or it's fraud. This is a way kind of to verify what's going into their systems. Wouldn't it be much better if someone walked you through each and every one of these fundability requirements so you know you can get approved before you even apply? So you can think of the fundability factors like a landmine. On TV, we see the dogs with the soldiers. They're out in the field and they're sniffing out where the bombs are. That way, it doesn't explode on the soldier. We are your fundability partners. We're sniffing out all the areas where that denial bomb could go off on you. So we're going to avoid those and take you through all the fundability factors so you can avoid it and you are approval ready when you're ready to get any financing. So if you want more detail on the fundability factors or how to build your business credit, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you. See you at the top.